just about set to go now. Our starting pitcher in this one, Tom Seaver.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ryan Braun stands in now and watches strike 1.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Foul ball. Righty to the plate. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
It's a good take.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. An absolutely majestic shot, and that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Now the number 2 hitter, Robin Yount. And the first offering is not close.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Good eye right there.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
2-0, 1 strike.
Swings through that one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch just misses, and that's ball 3. And the right-hander deals. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the veteran second baseman, Paul Molitor. Seaver, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And the righty deals. Got him. 1 away. Digging in, Prince Fielder. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Yount, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Cecil Cooper stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Kind of a throwback. no batting gloves.
The 1-0. Foul ball there. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. In the air, left field. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. Milwaukee strikes first on this solo jack. And the home team down a run. Back here at Citi Field. And on the mound in this one, Corbin Burnes.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And stepping in for New York, Jose Reyes. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Off the plate, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step. And that's why he makes so many great plays.
Next offering way off the plate. That one 95 to finish him off.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
The 0-1.
Got away with that one. Left the curveball up a little bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer. He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
2 outs, runner at first. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First offering, runner goes. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
He's going.
Runner on the go again. Next offering is fouled back. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Vaughn sizes this one up, brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. Mets leave one. They're down 1-0. Back here in Queens, top of the second. Up now for Milwaukee, number 26.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
The pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Kicks and fires. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Number 9, under it. Puts it away for the out.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's Yelich at the dish. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Got him. That's out number 2.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Greg Vaughn up now for the Brewers. And that one upstairs. Misses off the plate. And that's ball 2. A swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. That one fouled off. 2-2. Righty delivers. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Brewers 1 and the Mets nothing. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for New York, Kevin Mitchell. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Burns back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And a 1-1. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And next for the Mets, Darryl Strawberry. Burns, multi-time All-Star. He throws a cutter, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Oh, and 1 now. Now one missed.
One strike.
Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Hit hard, base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So up next for New York, Edgardo Alfonso. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Number 26 settles under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 9.
So 2 down now, and here is number 9. That's a little bit low. Burns, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. The 1-0. And there's the strike.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Runner leads away at second. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two outs. Next offering is outside. Two on the way. Struck him out without a swing. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And welcome back. Leading off, William Contreras.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Contreras, an all-star a season ago, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Next pitch inside, and now 2-0. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball. That one ripped, but foul. The wide to kick the pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ground ball left side. Toss to Alonso, and one away in the top of the third.
Number 8, Ryan Braun.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ryan Braun. Homered to lead off the ball game. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And ball 1. The 1-1. Outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And it's filled up.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Popped up right side. Alfonso settles underneath it. Makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Robin Yount.
Robin Yount up now for the Brewers. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And first offering is fouled off.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Sends it to first, and that is that. So they go quietly there. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 1 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the Mets DH, Howard Johnson.
Howard Johnson.
And here it comes.
0-1.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
1 ball,
1 there.
strike.
The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next offering way off the plate.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And the 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Got him. 1 out.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Reyes takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
0-1, no strike.
Swing and a miss.
1-1.
And the count 1-1. Back up the. Oh, that got him. No chance for a play. And let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
David Wright up now for the Mets. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And it's fouled away. Wright getting to start at the hot corner, batting second in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2001. Reyes over at first with 1 away. Pitch out, but no action.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Burns with a move to first, and he dives back in safely. There's a strike.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Next offering misses, and the count is 2-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
The 2-2. Good eye right there.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And down on strikes. Now 2 out.
Now batting.
Carlos Beltran up now for the Mets.
Beltran.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. 0-1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Here comes a pitch. Popped in the air, left side. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Mets strand 1, still behind by a count of 1-0. On to the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Paul Molitor. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Bounced up the middle. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here is Prince Fielder. In the dirt, and no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And a pitch. And a curve misses outside.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Man at second. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at second. Nobody out. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch.
We got a full count.
Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Next for Milwaukee, Cecil Cooper.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That clips the zone. It's 0-1. The pitch. And that one fouled off. One out and a runner at second. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Not in time. He's safe. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Here's a 1-2. Ground ball, Alonso. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Now batting, number 26.
Next for the Brewers, number 26. He's 0 for 1. Fouled off. He was late. Strike 2. The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Brewers 2 and the Mets nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And the right-hander back to work. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Next pitch is outside. And the right-hander deals.
Oh, that's good.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And he deals. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
The left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Kevin Mitchell. Here goes the runner. That one fouled off. Next pitch is outside. 1-1. Runner at first with no outs here. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And it is gone. He made him pay for that one, and we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's a speed threat. Darryl Strawberry in there, and it's 0-1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And the 0-1. And a foul ball. Pitch misses there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And a ball evens the count. Next one is off the plate. 3-2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Downstairs, and it misses. Ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Now it's the second baseman, Edgardo Alfonso. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Burns with a move to first, and he's back in safely. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
Way inside, gets out of the way. And that's down and away.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Strawberry aboard here at first with nobody out. Pickoff throw, and he's back standing. The 2-2. Just misses there.
That's a really good take.
Number 9 to bat next. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Now batting, number 9.
And now the switch hitting catcher, number 9. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
And that's in there for strike 1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
And the righty deals. Left field, number 26, under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Howard.
2 on, 1 out. So now here's the Mets DH, Howard Johnson.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Swings and he breaks his bat. Burns makes the grab. 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So the batting order turns over. Jose Reyes up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. That one's in there. 0-1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Breaks his bat. There's a soft liner. They get the force. Inning over. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Back here at the ballpark, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Christian Yelich. The wind and the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. He's safe. Daniel Murphy coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
For the Mets. Now playing second.
Now it's the power speed combo. Greg Vaughn struck out swinging his first time. That one found hard the other way. And there's a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Got him looking. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now it's William Contreras. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ball 1, no strikes. Yelich stands at first with 1 out. Check on the runner, and he's back in standing. And the 1-0. There's a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
At the belt and fires. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Ryan Braun. 1 for 2 with a solo home run back in the first inning. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in easily. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Move to first. Yelich dives back in. And now 2 balls and a strike. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering upstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Throw over to first. Yelich dives back in safely. Three-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Righty delivers. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Robin Yount. He's 0 for 1. First offering misses the mark.
Count 1-0.
And that's outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. The pitch. And misses inside. Paul Molitor in the Milwaukee on deck circle. That pitch clips the outside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got him! Out number 3. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now the third baseman, David Wright.
The third baseman.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Burns back to work. And that's a little high.
Well, these Mets just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Just off the inside edge. And he walked him.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
So digging in, Carlos Beltran. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Burns with a move to first. And he's just back in. Oh, close play. And a pitch. That misses the zone. And it's a ball and a strike. Just off the outside part of the plate. Kicks and deals. There's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Here's Pete Alonso. Burns checks over to first, and he's back. Another throw over, and he's back again. And fouled off. And here it comes. And that's outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Mitchell at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. He's already homered in this game. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals, and the count 1-2. And a pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Here comes a pitch. And that one a little bit high. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now, Darryl Strawberry tried to check his swing, appeal to third. No, he held up. Next offering is in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Freddie Peralta up and throwing. Hauser getting loose as well. On a strike. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. First and second, 2 down. And that one gets past the catcher. And now a single might score 2. Next one misses, and it's 3-2. Daniel Murphy waiting to hit for the Mets. Two outs. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
2 outs, bases full. So here's Murphy now. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. And a curve is down and in.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Right, the runner at third. Mitchell over at second. Strawberry on at first with 2 down. Misses inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. The 2-2 on the way. And now it's filled up. In the air, out towards left center. And that is the inning.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Queens, top of the 6th inning. And stepping in is the speedy Paul Molitor. The wind of the pitch. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Feels like almost every at-bat has gone full. They've worked a full count 6 different times, and that's the main reason his pitch count is so high right now.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And he went around, says Ricky Holiday. The pitch. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of guys didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Fielder batting with 1 down, takes a strike. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fielder goes 5 feet 11 inches, 270 pounds, and he's a 2-time home run derby champion. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Next pitch is inside, and the count 1-2.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
Oof! That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Next offering down low and in the dirt.
2-2 count.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
So up next, Cecil Cooper. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Goes down looking. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. We are tied 2-2. New arm out of the bullpen, Freddie Peralta.
Number 51, Freddie Peralta.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, number 9. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. And the pitch. Peralta, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Kicks and fires. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. That one off the mark, and it's 1-2. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Missed inside with the curve. him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And now Howard Johnson. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That's off the mark, and that is ball one.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Bryce Wilson up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. The 1-1. Just missed.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his second strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one. Getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. And I'm so glad I'm retired.
Reyes in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And the pitch is outside, ball one. And he deals. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains 2-2. We go to the top of the seventh. Up now for Milwaukee, number 26.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
The right-hander back to work. And that one hammered. That's back. To the warning track. Makes the catch.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Now it's Christian Yelich. First pitch just misses. Left-hand hitter waits. And it's even up.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That misses the zone. Ball two.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Righty to the plate. A little bit high. And now it's 3-2. There's a swing and a drive. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Now here is Greg Vaughn.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And a strike. The wind of the pitch. Next offering misses down and away. Just missed. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Well, baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Stays alive. The pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here at Citi Field, here's the third baseman, David Wright.
The third baseman, David Wright.
And the pitch. And that drops in for a strike.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Righty delivers. Good eye right there. Line drive, base hit down the line. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Now it's going to be Carlos Beltran. Swing and he breaks his bat. Braun pulls that one down. 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Pete Alonso now at the plate. A strikeout and a walk.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
In there for strike 1. Runner leads away at second. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. Way high.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Kevin Mitchell up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. Fly ball down the line. Vaughn gets there. He's under it. Squeezes it. That is the inning. Mets leave 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. They turn things over to the southpaw, Al Leiter.
Number 23, Al Leiter.
And now here is William Contreras.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say, this kid's going to be great, without actually saying the words. Then later that season, I got
swing, and that ball smashed on a line, and it's off the wall. Murphy with a relay throw, and he's there with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
The third baseman, Ryan.
Next for Milwaukee, Ryan Braun. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. And that one clips the corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 36, a rookie left-hander, appears to be getting going. The pitch. Going to count 1-2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Kicks and deals. Got him! Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Next for the Brewers, Robin Yount. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Strike one.
0-1 the count.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. And that's outside. The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
The pitch. And that one in the air center field. Beltran makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Paul Molitor.
Paul Molitor up now for the Brewers. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Slider clips the zone. Line drive brings it in for the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Darryl Strawberry.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
The wide to kick the pitch. That misses off the outside edge.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right-handed reliever.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
The 2-1. And now 2-2. This one high in the air to left center. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Murphy up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And it's 1-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
On the ground. In plenty of time to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Number 9 getting ready to hit. Just missed. Pitch is in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the righty deals. That one ripped. That's back there. And it's gone. He'll circle the bases, and they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 3-2.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And here is Howard Johnson. In there, and it's 0-1. Just off the outside edge. Movement in the bullpen. Joel Payamps. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. The pitch. And a foul ball. And now the count is even. That one drifts inside.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
Jose Reyes in the on-deck circle. 2 down, nobody on, and that's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The batter, number 8.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Jose Reyes will hit next. Reyes checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he offered at it. Johnson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pulls that one foul. At the belt and fires.
Ball, that's down.
Now move to first. Johnson back in standing. Right-hander kicks, deals.
2-2 to count.
Pickoff throw.
No,
Johnson gets back easily. Another move to first. And he's back in that time as well. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. Last chance coming up for the Brewers.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Mets.
All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the DH, Prince Fielder.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
And here it comes. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The tying run at the plate. And that one wrapped foul. And that's too high. Siggy, what do you got for me on that entrance? Timmy Trumpet and Blaster Jacks getting it done.
Yeah, you don't even have to be a fan of Edwin Diaz to get pumped up about that song and the energy in this ballpark. Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That's inside. And now 3-2. Cecil Cooper up next for the Brewers. Left-hand batter waits. And the tying run is on base.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
And here's the first baseman, Cecil Cooper, known for his late inning heroics. There's the strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The pitch. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. 1-1 now. That clips the corner.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So digging in, number 26.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
First pitch, and he just misses. Righty to the plate. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gonna have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That one in for a strike. 2-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
On the ground, a short could be 2. 1 at second, and that's a double play to end it.
Any day of the week, a pitcher will take 2 for 1. Nice double play to get him out of the jam. They get the W. Way to go, guys.
3-2 the final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Brewers,